Okay, I'm Haley James, and I'm here interviewing 3 of the members of Phone Calls from Home. Jason, Dave, and Danny. I'm just going to ask you all a few questions. So, if you could pick any TV show to go off air for good, what would it be?
Probably, what was the show you guys were talking about on Nickelodeon that you guys just...
Oh, Cat Dog?
Angry Beavers?
Both of those did go off the air already.
Those are both awful.
So,
2.5 Men. There.
No! No! That is the best show! I completely disagree with that.
One show I am really glad that went off the air is My Wife and Kids. That show was
I
horrible.
don't think I ever watched that.
Jason is appalled by both of us.
I can't believe either of you. I love both those shows. My Wife and Kids was great. If there's one show that I wish would go off the air, that would probably be... I don't know, we don't get to watch a lot of TV. You know what I really don't like? I never liked those like cartoon shows. Not like Family Guy, like that one, but like American Dad and something like that.
Oh yeah,
or
American Dad.
Futurama. Like, I
didn't
never
like
liked any
American
of
Dad
those.
at all. It's like, oh, you love this, you're gonna... And then like, it's the same thing, but worse.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
so I'd say American Dad.
American Dad.
Okay.
Okay, if you could be anyone off Jersey Shore, who would you be?
Situation.
Pauly D.
Yeah, Pauly D's...
Hey, I picked him already.
You can't beat Paul.
Snooki.
I don't know. I would just be like a guest appearance, I guess, because I don't like any of the other options.
I've never really seen the show, but it looks horrid.
It's a train wreck, but you have to watch it.
Penny and I watched all of the last season.
Oh, cool, guys.
There was like a marathon on one day, and we just stayed at his house, like glued to the screen.
I love it.
That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah. Just put this Pikachu down now.
Oh, my dragon.
Have you ever seen any Phone Calls from Home tattoos?
I've never seen one, but I've heard that one's in the making.
Yeah, some girl's gonna make a tattoo of our lyrics. And the funny part is, she wanted me to pick them, so I did, and I thought they were like a good pick. And I showed the other guys, and they didn't even know what song it was from.
Yep. I was new then.
Cool band members.
Cool soaring dragon.
Okay, what's the best thing a fan has ever done for you?
The best thing...
They gave him an iPhone.
Yeah,
No way.
my old iPhone got in pretty bad shape, and I tried to find one for a while, just like looking on eBay and Craigslist and stuff, and wasn't having any luck, so I just tweeted, like, hoping to find someone selling one for cheap, and this girl was like, oh, I have one I'm not using. I was like,
That's awesome.
well, I was like, would you want to sell it? She's like, no, you can have it. I was like, wow.
That's a true fan right there.
I think
Yeah.
the best thing a fan's ever done for me is like still yet to come, because I was on no, listen to my answer. I was on Twitter today, and some girl told me she was gonna pay for my next tattoo.
Oh,
Wow.
that's pretty
So-
awesome.
So there.
It has yet to come, but I think it will come in 2012.
No, it's gonna come like in 2 months.
That's cool.
I just like when people tell me what we do for them. You know what I mean? Honestly, straight up, just like, hey, you guys made me feel this way, or helped me do. You know what I mean? Just like very blatantly honest, because it's definitely really awkward to say that to someone, especially if it's true. So I think that for them to actually go out and say stuff like that, like our song "Come Back to the World" is like especially like, I don't know. It's just like a song about more than just a girl guy kind of thing. And when people are like, I connect so well with that song and tell me straight to my face, I love it. Because they're just very open, and it shows that they're willing to be a part of what we're trying to do.
Definitely.
That's going to be the filler. So silence.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to yourselves, like, driving down the road and put on your CD?
I feel like I've probably listened to Phone Calls from Home the most out of everyone, just because I like came into the band after both CDs were already made, so, and I had to like learn all the drum parts, so just listening to the songs over and over again.
I don't know. I think I got your beat, because I was a fan before I joined the band.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I think I may have actually listened to it enjoyment and then listened to it for enjoyment and then listened to it to actually learn it as well.
Yeah.
I think I might have you both beat.
I
I listened to them in their entirety. every point of it.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's cool because at this point, I mean, Zach, he's at Walmart right now, but Zach and I have been recording and playing music together since we were about 13, 14, so it's funny because at first you're recording and it sounds horrible and like you're really embarrassed by it, but as you get older and we can do it more professionally, it's actually nice to be able to hear your own recording and say like, hey, this actually is comparable to, you know,
Yeah.
real music. So actually, I mean, every now and then I'll turn it on just to be like, this is good. You know what I mean? I don't have to cringe at this anymore.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel when you see fans sing along?
I think
Shows.
it's just like the greatest feeling because like you're on stage and you're performing for them, and like some shows we're playing for people who've never heard us, and it's just like not as fun when they're
Yeah.
not into it. But it's cool to see them singing, like really connecting with the songs.
It always surprises me because we're still in that stage where when we're playing big shows, we're opening up for bigger bands. So I feel like there's two different types of shows. There's shows when the people know your words and
Yeah.
are your fans. There's shows where no one's ever really heard you before.
Yeah, they're just there for that.
Yeah, so we're used to you're there for like other bands
Yeah,
or
other
you know.
bands.
So we're still used to that. So when there are shows when you know half the crowd singing along or something, it's mind blowing for sure.
I think my favorite is when we play big shows and you know there's a select few that know our words and stuff, but then there's the people that have never seen us before that you see like really attempting to sing along, and yeah, it's like it's rather entertaining because you know they're not saying nearly the right words,
But they try.
Yeah, but the effort put in is it's really it's a good feeling for sure.
What's the best and worst thing about touring?
I think the best thing is probably just like getting to hang out with like your best friends every day.
Yeah, you'd think it would get old and like you get sick of it, but you don't.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. I don't think I've
It's
ever...
the opposite.
Yeah, it like never gets worse.
We go home, and the day we come home, literally within 14 hours of me being home, I'm bored already.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how people do it sometimes.
What? Not tour?
Yeah. Yes.
Most people do that.
I know. It's crazy. I'm at this point where I just couldn't live without it already.
One of my favorite parts is always taking a shower in a different shower every day.
Yeah, as long as they're
Yeah.
clean.
Cause like,
That's funny.
cause when I get home, I take that for granted. Cause I get home and it's just kind of like boring. Like you wake up to the same thing.
Yeah.
Like wake up at a certain time, shower, eat breakfast, get dressed. When you're on tour, it's different every day. You wake up to something different, and it makes you actually want to wake up,
Yeah.
compared to just never wanting to.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to like sleep over somebody's house, and I used to wake up.
Yeah, it's that feeling.
Like scared because I didn't know where I was right away.
Oh, it's not that feeling.
No.
It's the feeling
No.
of a sleepover at a friend's house where you're like, I'm not exactly home, but I'm not a stranger, and it just feels cool and adventuresome every day.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Before I was just terrified. It's like, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm at Jimmy's house. Okay.
Jimmy.
Oh, whoop.
Flying dragons.
What's something that's happened on tour that you wouldn't want your parents to know about? And
Well,
what's
they're not
something
gonna hear
you
this
watch
interview,
it?
are
Yeah.
they?
Luckily, neither of us are here, so.
Oh man.
There's probably a lot. I'm an only child of my dad and the youngest of my mom, so I have the most awkward relationship with both of them, where I'll never feel like I'm older than 12. Like I don't even. If I have a girlfriend ever, they won't know. I will never tell them. They always just have to assume. Like for my whole life, I'll be married and just not. They're gonna be invited to the wedding, but actually I'll never say it. So there's a few things that I'd want them to never really know. Not that anything's horrible or weird. But
Yeah.
it's just I have a funny relationship with them.
So everything.
So everything. How's it going? Good. Period.
Keep it all secret.
Anything that I don't want my parents to know about touring.
Give me like one instance or like daily stuff.
Doesn't
Either.
really matter. Either one.
I don't think we don't stray from.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell the story, but after the story you told us maybe yesterday or the day before of what your mom.
Oh.
I don't think there's anything you care about anymore.
Yeah. I'm free, baby. Let's do this.
Oh my gosh. Jason told us the craziest story about him and his mom the other day that just, you can't be afraid of anything anymore. He'd like kill someone and it wouldn't add up to it.
What are these people gonna think of me?
I'm just
Crazy
like
thoughts.
picturing now, like your form spring and all the questions following this interview. Like, what did you do?
What'd you do?
What'd your mom catch you doing?
What'd you do?
I'll
you,
never
Danny?
tell.
There's not really anything. Like, tour is just such a fun and exciting thing for me, and my parents are really like enthusiastic about what I'm doing, and it's just fun to tell them everything. They're really just kind of like cool, relaxed parents. I can tell them pretty much anything, and they're cool with it. So, yeah.
And they found out about the Coke thing, you know.
Jason, when he was younger, took a Coke from Rite Aid once.
So I'm banned from Rite Aids nationwide. So
Can I have your picture hanging up?
I
No.
don't think it was to that extent because it was only $1.49. But yeah. So but they get the letter in the mail before I get home from tour, so they figured that one out on their own.
Man, bummer.
You get called
That
out to
was
right.
a great phone call. I was like, yeah, I was gonna tell you that if I needed to.
How do y'all pay for stuff on tour?
Well, Danny told you about the iPhone, so
Yeah.
Danny lives with Jason when we're not on tour, so he doesn't really pay for anything.
I work a lot when I'm home, mostly because I have an expensive cell phone bill that I'm trapped until August. Verizon.
They are getting
But at least
the
he's got a cool phone though.
Yeah, and I have the worst phone ever. Just to really, Dave's got an iPhone and he charges $30 less a month for having everything and an iPhone, and I get the phone that's falling apart and still pay almost $100 a month. But anyway, I think working all the time really helps I don't know. We don't spend a lot of money.
Yeah,
Like, I can go away for a month and a half and spend $60. It'd be fine.
we're at a point now where the band can pay for gas and like van maintenance, and really the only thing we have to pay for is food and just our equipment here and there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll probably spend like $50 a month each. So it's not that much.
If
Oh,
that.
wow.
It's cool too because we're in a recession, so everyone's like, "How do you go on tour?" And we're like, "Our expenses are so minimal compared to yours." You're like,
How do you
have to
stay
pay
home?
Yeah, you're like, you have to pay $1,000 a month for an apartment. We gotta pay like for food sometimes.
$2 a day, maybe.
Yeah, it costs me like $60 for gas for a week, and then
That's
food
crazy.
That's crazy.
and I
Yeah,
need to start touring.
yeah, that's the
good.
answer. Just
That's
join
the
a
way to
band.
How do you decide who drives the van?
It's
Well-
pretty evenly distributed.
Yeah, we actually do pretty even. Like, it'll kind of be it's like a unspoken "you're next" kind of thing, and it's like I hate driving, so I'll always be the last in line. Where it's like, okay, did everyone drive? Yeah, okay, it's my turn.
We'd rather Danny be the last in line, but
Yeah, I'm an awful driver.
Yeah,
Danny wrecked the trailer once
Yeah.
up against an 18-wheeler. That was good.
and then like a few weeks later, we were at a gas station,
Oh,
and we didn't have our trailer, so the van was just packed full, so it was hard to see him back. So he backs, like he's like parked right in front of the gas station, so he's backing up pretty fast. He hits a pole. But in the back of the pole was a dude. It's like a pole that was blocking like the air tank for people to fill their tank. And there's a dude filling up his tires. So if that pole wasn't there, he would have killed this guy.
Happily, we can laugh about it now, but that could have been tragic.
Yeah.
It was just the worst too, because I'm pretty sure that was like my first time driving after I wrecked. So my turn, I was like, all right, back behind the wheel, like I get a second chance, and then like it's 5 minutes into it, and then Jason's just like, I'm gonna drive, and I was like, do you want to drive? And he was like, no, I just don't want you to drive.
I want you to drive less than I want to. Than I don't want